to make a hyper-realistic cake of a Krabby Patty. Let's see, what will I need? First bun, then patty, followed by ketchup, mustard, pickles, extra onions, lettuce, cheese, tomatoes, and bun, in that order. A realistic cake of a Krabby Patty? I've gotta try it. Well, now I've gotta write that down again. My name is Natalie Sideserf, and I make cakes that don't look like cakes. And today, I'm going to make a cake of a Krabby Patty. I know the secret Krabby Patty formula, and it starts with the bun. You're never gonna guess what this bun's made of.
Is it cake?
No, this is Patrick.
It's cookie dough. Delicious edible cookie dough. I have a cookie dough shaped bun, a round layer of cake on the bottom, and I cover the top in edible clay, modeling chocolate. This bun's gonna be so sweet. I love edible cookie dough. I've got myself a top bun and a bottom bun. I don't know if you've noticed, but Krabby Patty buns are pretty tall. So I'm making mine tall too. In fact, the Krabby Patty is pretty tall overall. I want this cake to look realistic, but I also want it to look just like a Krabby Patty. So I gotta get each ingredient's proportions just right. And the color too. I'm painting this bun a nice toasty brown. This bun is gonna be so delicious. It's made of cookie dough, how could it not be? The bun's looking good. Are you ready to find out what the next secret ingredient is? The next ingredient is the patty. Do you wanna know what the patty's made of?
Is it cake?
No, this is Patrick.
The patty is made of Snickers. Well, as long as this works. I've never made a patty using Snickers before. Snickers candy bars are made of nougat, caramel, and peanuts covered in chocolate. I'm smashing the bars together and hoping that all those gooey insides keep everything nice and packed to form a delicious dessert patty. So far, so good. It's kind of coming together. I'm thinking it's a bit too smooth. Let's tear up those edges.
Oh yeah.
That's looking like a patty. All we need now is a little grease, or in this case, glaze. This patty looks more realistic than I thought it would. I really like it.
Cool.
What's the next ingredient?
Is it cake?
No, this is Patrick.
And now on to ketchup and mustard. Ketchup and mustard. Yeah. Mustard is opaque, so it's like a solid yellow. So I'm making dessert mustard out of buttercream. I'm mixing yellow and orange together with a tiny bit of purple. The purple makes it a little less vibrant, so it's more mustard yellow. You know how the mustard's opaque? Well, ketchup is slightly translucent. You can see through it a little bit. So strawberry jam is the perfect ingredient to make dessert ketchup. It is so strange that my mustard tastes like buttercream and my ketchup tastes like strawberry jam, because they look like mustard and ketchup. It's crazy. It's gonna look awesome on our Krabby Patty. And on to the next ingredient. The next ingredient is pickles. Pickles, pickles, I like pickles. Especially pickles made out of a secret ingredient. I'm making a mold of a pickle slice so that I can pour the secret ingredient into it. You're never gonna guess what this ingredient is. No way you'll guess it. The secret ingredient used to make these pickles is Jolly Ranchers, specifically green Jolly Ranchers, the green apple kind, apple flavored pickles. Now I'm about to do something that I've never done before. Lots of firsts with this cake. I'm putting all the green Jolly Ranchers into a bowl and I'm melting them in the microwave. I have no clue if they're gonna melt. I don't know what's about to happen here. The microwave might burn them. I gotta lower the power on this microwave. They melted. I think I can work with this. Let's check out the mold. It's looking good. Now I'm just gonna pour the melted Jolly Ranchers into the mold. Hey, this is so weird. The smell's happening right now. It smells so good. The melted Jolly Ranchers have cooled. Let's see how it looks. They look good. I'm painting the edges darker green, so it's the green pickle skin. This cake is so fun. What's the next ingredient? The next ingredient is onion. I'm gonna make a mold of an onion slice using a real onion slice. It went from smelling like awesome apple Jolly Ranchers to onions. Raw onions. Melting the Jolly Ranchers worked so well that I'm gonna try to melt another candy down. Let's make some gummy bear onions. I'm picking out all the clearish gummy bears. They're kind of yellowy clear. They're the closest to onion color that I can get. Let's melt the bears. Let's do this. Not a lot here. They melted down, but they're like, it's a small amount. Let's work with what we got. I'm popping that onion out of the mold. Let's get it out of here. It stinks. Let's get those melted gummy bears in the mold. Since I don't have a lot of melted gummy bear goo, I'm just putting it along the outside edge. I only need the outside edge of the onion anyway. Melted gummy bears are sticky. I'm gonna let them cool. All right, the melted gummy bears are cool. Let's get them out of the mold. Melted gummy bears that are cooled are also sticky, like really sticky. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. It's too sticky. What is this stuff? I can't handle it. It's like sticking to everything. I literally can't handle it. This isn't gonna work. The secret ingredient is no longer gummy bears. I'm gonna make this onion using something I know how to work with. Edible clay. So now I know that melting gummy bears is not something I'm gonna do again. The Jolly Ranchers, yeah. The gummy bears, nah. The good news is the edible clay onion looks really good. On to the next ingredient. The next ingredient is lettuce. I'm making this lettuce using wafer paper. I saturate the wafer paper with water and food color, and then I place it onto real lettuce leaves, working it into all the little creases. I've done this plenty of times, so I know this is gonna work. Wafer paper tastes like a little hint of vanilla. It's really fun to eat, and it's gonna be great for this Krabby Patty. Now that the wafer paper is dry, I just peel it away from the lettuce. It's looking really brown. I know why. Let's get that red mat out of there. There we go, it's green. See? I'm tearing up the edges to make it look a little bit more organic. What else is on a Krabby Patty? What's the next ingredient? I feel like I've made so many ingredients. Oh yeah, before we move on to the next ingredient, don't forget that we have new merch. Go to sideserfcakes.com to check it out. The next ingredient is cheese.
Cheese.
And the secret ingredient to make cheese is Laffy Taffy. Now I gotta pick out all the colors that aren't yellow, which leaves me with
Banana.
banana taffy. Personally, I think that banana taffy tastes really good, but I feel like there's a lot of people out there that would disagree with me. Let me know, do you like banana taffy? Or banana flavored anything, really? I know that there's a big thing between the banana popsicles. Some people love banana popsicles, and some people think that banana popsicles are the worst thing ever. I like them. This taffy is really, really sticky, and then it like hardens, like pretty hard. So it's making it kind of hard to work with. While I'm working with it, I'm actually putting it in the microwave every once in a while, because when it's warm, it's softer. And I will say, it looks a lot like cheese, but it smells like bananas. All right, I've got my banana cheese. What is next? The next and final ingredient is tomato. I am going to make this tomato out of fruit roll-ups. And I'm going to eat all of the fruit roll-ups that I do not use on the tomato. And then I'm going to eat the fruit roll-up tomato. And then I might get sick. That's too much. That's too many fruit roll-ups. I don't need the inside of this tomato to look like a tomato, because it's gonna be covered. What I really need is the outside edge to look like a tomato. So I can just kind of like roll these fruit roll-ups up, where I'm like rolling it up real tight and then I'm rolling it again. I am rolling fruit roll-ups in a way that they've never been rolled, by me at least. Okay, all right, so this cake is really starting to come together. I have all the ingredients made. Now we just got to assemble. This is where all of our hard work pays off. Finally get to see it all together. I sure hope it looks like a Krabby Patty. It is time. It is time for you to find out the Krabby Patty's super secret ingredient. The ingredient that nobody knows about. Krabby Patty's secret ingredient is
Cake.
which we are going to add to this right now. So let's assemble.
First bun, then patty, followed by ketchup, mustard, pickles, extra onions, lettuce, cheese, tomatoes, and bun, in that order.
First cookie dough bun, then the secret ingredient, cake, then Snickers patty. I'm cutting a hole out of it so it fits right around the cake. Followed by strawberry ketchup, buttercream mustard, and a layer of my signature green buttercream, Jolly Rancher pickles. How fun are those? Another layer of cake, extra chocolate onions. It fits so nicely around that cake. Vanilla wafer paper lettuce, Laffy Taffy cheese, fruit roll-up tomato, and cookie dough bun, in that order. And the final detail on this Krabby Patty, I'm adding some tiny chocolate seeds to the bun. And finally, let's see the finished cake. And there you have it, a Krabby Patty cake. This is like the ultimate cake. There are so many candies and desserts in here. My favorite part of this cake to eat is gonna be that cookie dough bun. And my favorite part to make was the Snickers patty. It seriously looks like a patty. Let me know what you think. All right, let's cut the cake. This was one of my favorite cakes to make. If you guys have any ideas for future cakes, let me know in the comments. If you like this video, and subscribe to this channel. I post a brand new cake every week. And I'll see you next week for another cake.